Hello again on the Yong Lovers channel. This time, we're going to discuss some news that's been shaking up the Asian entertainment world, and even the world. Have you heard the hot rumors that have fans both thrilled and anxious? A shocking leak suggests that two big stars, Wang Yibo Xiao Zhan, might be getting married in 2026. Yes, you heard that right. And what's even more surprising, it all started with hidden clues discovered by their loyal fans. The story began vaguely. It started with old interview clips, then some small symbols on social media, until it eventually formed a common thread that painted a bigger picture. Over time, fans began to realize that something was being prepared in secret, and perhaps something very meaningful. Is this just fanfiction turned into a viral rumor? Or is there indeed a secret code being subtly sent to the public? Let's flash back to early 2025. During a casual backstage interview at a major event in Beijing, Wang Yibo seemed a bit nervous when asked about his 5-year life plan. He chuckled briefly before answering mysteriously, "Perhaps, my life will change completely next year." At the time, this statement was considered ordinary. But now, it has resurfaced after an old clip of Xiao Zhan emerged, with a nearly identical tone. In a separate interview, Xiao Zhan said, "I believe that if the time is right, everything will be beautiful. And maybe that time will come sooner than you think." The two sentences from these two big stars, which initially seemed unrelated, now feel like puzzle pieces finally fitting together. Eager fans began collecting every word, symbol, and interaction between them. The buzz intensified when a fan noticed that Wang Yibo had briefly worn a silver ring engraved with the letter X on the inside, and it was clearly visible in his unedited vlog. The ring only appeared briefly, but it was enough to spark conspiracy theories. Shortly after, Xiao Zhan posted a photo of himself holding someone's hand, only partially visible, with a similar ring on his ring finger. And do you remember the strange incident at the end of last year's charity concert, where Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan suddenly stood side by side during the curtain call, something that rarely happened since they were busy with their own projects? Many fans claimed to have seen them exchange meaningful glances for a few seconds, as if making a silent promise. Some even swore they heard Xiao Zhan whisper, "See you next year, okay?" It didn't stop there. On July 1, 2025, the international fanbase account for Yibo accidentally posted a draft article titled, "2026 Wedding, the Hidden Love, Now Revealed?" Though it was quickly deleted within minutes, screenshots spread like wildfire. Fans speculated that it was an article prepared for release when the official announcement came. Fans also noticed that Yibo and Xiao Zhan's calendars for early 2026 appeared suspiciously empty. Typically, their schedules are packed with promotions, filming, and endorsements. However, from March to April 2026, both seem to have disappeared from the public eye. It could just be a coincidence, or perhaps the time was intentionally left open for a very important personal moment. What makes all this even more magical is the appearance of a white butterfly symbol on some of the artist's new merchandise. For those who don't know, the white butterfly is believed to symbolize transformation and a new beginning, often used in traditional weddings to symbolize eternal love. Isn't that too specific to be a coincidence? One of the most emotional moments occurred when Yibo appeared on a variety show and was asked to describe his dream home. He simply replied, "The house will be peaceful, filled with morning light, and there will always be the sound of someone's laughter that calms my heart." It didn't take long for netizens to link this description to Xiao Zhan, who is known for his warm and soothing laughter. And of course, we can't ignore the fact that their fanbase has long believed their emotional connection goes beyond just colleagues. Since their joint drama project years ago, their interactions have always seemed natural, deep, and full of chemistry. Though their respective agencies have repeatedly denied any romantic relationship, fans remain convinced that there's something behind the scenes. Now, the online world is divided into two camps. Some call this just a mass hallucination of fans, but others see it as a form of genuine affection that is slowly being revealed in a very elegant way. Especially in the midst of a strict culture that regulates the private lives of celebrities, it is not impossible that they choose to convey the truth symbolically, slowly, but surely. Some unnamed insiders have even stated that a major announcement will come before mid-2026. They refer to it as the White Promise, a term reportedly used by the creative team close to them as an internal code. Is this White Promise a sacred marriage vow? Of course, there has been no official confirmation from either Wang Yibo or Xiao Zhan. However, as more pieces of the puzzle are revealed, it becomes increasingly difficult to dismiss all of this as mere coincidence. Even some of their celebrity peers have joined in, posting ring or butterfly emojis in their Instagram captions, as if silently offering their support. The question now is, are we ready to accept this news if it's true? Is the Chinese entertainment industry ready to open its doors wider to forms of love that don't always align with public expectations? And most importantly, are the fans truly ready to see their two idols embark on a new, more personal and sacred chapter of their lives? Meanwhile, the international fan community isn't sitting idly by. They've started creating digital archives of small documents summarizing every clue, theory, and visual evidence circulating online. Online forums like Reddit, Twitter/X, and even a dedicated Discord community for Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan are buzzing with discussions about this conspiracy every day. One thread even managed to create a speculative timeline that aligns every public interaction between them with the Chinese cultural calendar, and somehow, it all seems to fit together seamlessly. A fan from South Korea even created a 45-minute video analyzing their body language in various situations, from 2018 to 2025. With a trembling voice, they concluded that, whatever their relationship is, it's not an ordinary one. The video has now been viewed over 2 million times and received supportive comments from around the world, including Europe and South America. Interestingly, some verified accounts also shared it, indicating that the topic has transcended the boundaries of the typical fan community. As the rumors continue to grow, pop culture analysts have begun to examine the phenomenon from a deeper social perspective. They refer to it as a real-life example of how public love and hope can unite in an organically growing narrative, even without official promotional support. Whatever happens in the future, said a Chinese entertainment journalist, the relationship between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan has become a symbol for many people, about the courage to love in silence and about hope conveyed through small signs. There is also speculation that if this marriage were to actually happen, it could be a historic moment paving the way for significant changes in the Asian entertainment industry, particularly in terms of acceptance of unconventional or non-traditional relationships. Up until now, public and industry pressure has often forced celebrities to keep their personal lives private. However, if Yibo and Xiao Zhan choose to be open, even symbolically, it would be a very bold and revolutionary step. Interestingly, some fashion brands collaborating with both of them have also started playing with symbolism. One well-known brand that usually works with Wang Yibo suddenly released a capsule collection themed Promise, with dominant white and sky blue colors. Meanwhile, the brand that appointed Xiao Zhan as its global ambassador launched a campaign titled Together, Forever, and in one of its clips, two silhouettes of men are seen walking side by side in a spring garden. Yong Lovers, do you think this is just a theory, or are we actually witnessing the beginning of a long-buried love story that is now ready to be revealed in the form of a lifelong promise? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Do you support it, believe it, or are you still unsure? Keep following the latest updates exclusively on the Yong Lovers channel. We'll continue to dig deeper, explore, and accompany you through every beat of rumors, speculation, and reality. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Because, who knows, maybe next year we'll be witnesses to history. See you in the next video. And remember, sometimes, true love doesn't need to be announced, because it will find its own way.